What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan back with another video for you guys on Dragon Ball Legends for you guys. Today we are starting a brand new series similar to something I do on the main channel, and that is a character test between two different units. Obviously it's going to be done a lot different. I was going to say a little bit differently, but it's going to be done a lot differently from character tests done on Xenoverse 2. But today we are going to start this brand new series off with the two newest units in the game at Super Saiyan 3 Legends Limited Goku and the Kid Buu. Now you see mines are 2 and 4 stars, but the stats that I have recorded for you guys are both when I had these units at 2 stars. Surprisingly, I pulled that Kid Buu twice in daily summons. Absolutely insane. I think no, not twice in daily summons. One time I pulled them on other summons that you might see. Never mind. Forget what I'm saying. Anyways, getting into this, like I said, guys, I have the stats recorded of Kid Buu at 2 stars, and we're going to be taking a look at the chart of these two characters' stats in a little bit. But the first thing I do want to take a look at, guys, if you go to the summoning area of these two characters, you can see them at a full 3-star potential, and I want to take a look at their abilities at 3 stars, so you can get a good idea and comparison of both of these units as far as their arts and abilities go. Now with Goku's main ability at 3 stars is Good Luck Kakarot. You draw the ultimate card, obviously the ultimate arts card, Super Spirit Bomb, and you also restore your own health by 30% and ki by 20. It also nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 3 timer counts, and you gain an attribute upgrade minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 30 timer counts. So it's not even just with the ultimate that you get that effect. There's still 30 timer counts going on after that you still have the ability to take advantage. Now his second Z ability, as you guys see right here, is 22% to tag Saiyan, base strike, and blast defense. And then at the 5 stars Z ability 3, it goes all the way up to 28% on the same base strike and blast defense during battle. Now his unique ability, Fate Rest on this battle. 40% to damage inflicted when battle begins, cannot be cancelled, and applies the following effects to self once 40 timer counts have elapsed from battle. Next is -5 to strike and blast arts cost, cannot be cancelled. Increased arts card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be cancelled. And reduces damage received by 20%, cannot be cancelled. And then the other one we have is Thank You Dragon Ball. Receives 0 damage when changing cover for the first time. He has a similar one to Gohan, where he does, like, I believe, you know, the whole like instant transmission. He teleports in and just, you know, helps him out. He has that. And then also it gives a +3 to own substitution count when activated. While this character is on the battlefield, the following effects are applied to self when the enemy switches. So when you do a switch with Goku, you get 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and plus 10% to ultimate damage inflicted, which cannot be cancelled, and you gain 1 Dragon Ball as well, and that's only a one-time activation on the Dragon Ball. But the whole 10% before your ultimate, if you combine that with your main ability and actually have that, you're going to be doing insane damage with that ultimate, no doubt. Now, it's not just the abilities that have special effects for characters in this game. Some characters have special effects with their strike abilities, their blast abilities, things like that. Now, he doesn't have anything going for his strike or blast, no paralyzation or bleed or anything of that nature. When you take a look at the Super Kamehameha, deal major impact damage, reduces enemy ki by 40 on hit. That is something a little bit different that you don't get with most ultimates. Now, his special arts, or no, whatever you want to call this skill right here, I forget it is special move arts. That's what I thought. Basically is a counter against blast art attacks while in the fighting pose, and what you get is restoration to your own ki by 30, and you randomly destroy 2 enemy cards when you actually counter successfully. So that's not a bad counter, not the best in the world considering it only counters blast arts though. Now, looking at the Super Spirit Bomb, deals massive explosive damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. Plus 50 ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, nullifies enemies, restore health when it reaches 0. Effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts, and blast armor when charging forward. So basically you get that little bit of super armor with Goku when you actually activate that. So those are all of this man's skills. Now we're going to take a look at Kid Buu really quick, because these abilities, these arts and things like that, they are very, very crucial when you're talking about which character is actually better. That is a big deal with these characters in the team building, because the team building above all is what should really take place. Now when you look at his Kid Boo's abilities, you look at the main ability, you got the draw the ultimate arts card, the planet burst, and it also restores your own ki by 50 and cancels own attribute downgrades. Now of course it does take 25 seconds to actually be able to use, just like Goku's, but at 3%, I mean, at this 3-star Z ability for Kid Buu, he only gets a 22% to tag regeneration base strike attack during battle, but when you do reach that Z ability 3 mark, you do get a base strike and blast attack 26% boost to regeneration, which is very good. Now going down to his unique abilities, guys, applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. So anytime that he is on the battlefield, plus 30 damage, plus 30% damage to inflicted for 20 timer counts, and that's obviously for 20 timer counts after he enters, and then increases arch draw card speed by one level for 10 timer counts. Draws a special art card next, activates 3 times. Now next up we have Majin Body, and I apologize guys, we're gonna try and get this part over with real quick, go on to the chart, because there's some sound going on. If it coming through the mic, I really do apologize for that. But Majin Body reduces damage received by 20% when battle begins, cannot be cancelled, nullifies own abnormal conditions, cannot be cancelled, and restores own health by 3% upon landing an arts card hit. An arts card is literally every single card. Every single time you attack, you will get 3% of your health back with Kid Buu. That is absolutely insane right there, guys, considering the fact that this is an art, this is an art, this is an art, this is an art, this is still an art too. I mean, it's called special arts, but it's not one that you can actually attack with. Now looking at his actual arts though, as you guys see, with his strike ability, he is one of those that has a paralyzed chance, has a 30% chance to inflict paralyze on hit when you actually use that. Blast attack has nothing special or unique to it. But then look at Planet Burst, guys. Planet Burst is a move that deals major explosive damage. A portion of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to the enemy members on standby. So basically the team that he has in reserve, all those characters, will take a little bit of damage as well. This cannot cause them to be defeated and cannot be nullified by most other special moves. Now moving on to his special arts card, which is his drumming, reduces enemy ki by 30. One of the 3 following effects will occur randomly. You get 15% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, 15%, oh wait, plus 15% to, what? Oh, it says 1 to, okay, not one of the 3. I never understood this when I was actually using the character in the first time I read it, but now I actually do this time around. It's crazy. 1 to 3 of the following effects will occur. So you have a chance of getting 3 inflicted damage ups by 15% with this special arts card. Absolutely insane. Now moving on to Super Planet Burst, which is the last art move that we have before we actually go onto the chart. It says deals massive explosive damage, plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. So of course you're getting that 50% boost when you actually activate this move as well. Now those are everything as far as their abilities goes, guys, and their abilities along with their stats are really the 2 things that you can look at for characters within Dragon Ball Legends and determine which of the 2 characters is really better. So now what we're going to do is go on over to the chart that I did make for you guys, which has all their stats and things like that on it. And I may be, well, I don't know, I'll be back in like 2 seconds for you guys, but I'm gonna wait for these people mowing their lawn outside to actually finish, so there's no background nonsense going on. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright y'all, here we are on the chart that I made for you guys, and this is a chart that I will be using for all characters when we actually do more. By the way, if you guys would like to see any other 2 characters tested up against each other, be sure to leave some votes and suggestions down below in the comments. But again, this is the way we're going to do it. As you guys see, we got all the stats right there, both sides, and then 2 character pictures on the sides as well, so you guys know who is who. And when you take a look at this, when it comes to the health, obviously, as you see, Goku has 1,181,715, but Kid Buu has 1,234,007, which is a little bit expected considering Kid Buu is a regen character. Most regen characters do have a good amount of health. Now, Kid Buu also has the advantage in strike attack as well by a little bit, as you see 121,491 as opposed to 118,080 for Goku. But then when you look at the blast attack, this is the one category where it's not even close on either side, and the blast attack for Goku is 130,746 while it's only 110,753 for Kid Buu. So that is something that Goku has a major advantage in, without doubt. Most characters that do have an insane blast attack like that usually have a fairly trash stat as far as strike or anything like that goes, but of course this man is a Legends Limited, so he is pretty good all around. Now, moving on to the strike defense, Kid Buu does take the advantage in here by almost 1,000 at 83,233, while Goku's is 82,477. And then you got blast defense, where Goku actually has this advantage by more than 1,000 at 82,995, while Kid Buu's is 81,545. And then when you look at the crits, Kid Buu is taking the advantage again at 3,564 as opposed to Goku's 3,004. And that's actually a big advantage in the critical section, considering that they only go so high. Now, key restoration speed, Goku does have that advantage at 2,375 as opposed to Kid Buu's 2,299. Now, when you look at these two characters, the charts, the abilities, all things like that, man, both are godly. Both of these characters are absolutely amazing in my opinion. Really love the Kid Buu, especially when it comes to online play, because of that 3% health regain with every single hit that you get on your opponent. It is absolutely insane. Let me tell you that right here, right now. But if I had to choose, honestly, which unit was probably better, it's tough. But I don't know, man. I may just have to say the Goku, because his stats overall, I do feel the Goku stats are better than the Kid Buu's, because there is no real weakness or anything like that to this character. He has good strike ability, he has good blast ability, same on the defensive side. Now, Kid Buu's blast attack really is not that great at all. It's fairly average. But besides that, Kid Buu is kind of dominating most of the stat categories at the same time. But then when you look at the abilities, Kid Buu has that health ability, which is very crucial when it comes to online play. Goku just has so much stuff that affects not only him but the enemy as well, like the 50% minus 50% to sustain damage to your enemy when you activate your main ability, things like that. Honestly, guys, at the end of the day, I probably might say personally that as of right now, I'm really liking the Kid Buu more as a character between the two, because this man, when it comes to online play is what I'm talking about here. When it comes to the online play, this man is absolutely a monster. The fact that he gets 3% health back every single time you use an arts card or use an arts attack and actually land it. Say you land 10 attacks with him, that's an extra 30% of health in that one single PvP match. That is absolutely insane, making him that much harder to kill. And he already has more health than the Goku. Goku's a Legends Limited unit, and he already has more health than him. Give him another 30% of that. This man literally has like almost 1.6 mil health if you actually land that many arts cards with him in a PvP match. And that's not to take into account that with the regen team, there are some regen characters that actually give a bonus to your health as far as their main ability goes, making his health that much higher off the start as well. So the Kid Buu, to me, honestly, guys, if you're talking a PvP from a PvP standpoint, is the better character. Both of the characters are absolutely amazing. Let me know what you guys think about these two characters down below in the comments. Who would you take out of these two more? I know a lot of people would personally say the Legends Limited Goku because he's harder to pull, but let me know, if it wasn't Legends Limited and he was just a regular unit and he had these same stats, which unit do you think is better and which would you take more down below in the comments, as well as some other suggestions for, you know, tests like this in the future, guys. Which characters would you guys like to see next be brought up against each other on Dragon Ball Legends, to see which of them is actually the better unit? Let me know all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day. Peace, y'all.